Imagine this. Whatever you assume to be true about yourself becomes the invisible filter through which your entire reality organizes itself. It's not just some feel-good mantra. It's the hidden mechanics of how your life unfolds. Today, I'm talking about how to reprogram these assumptions so reality has no choice but to rearrange itself in your favor. Most people get this backwards, thinking that their experience shapes their beliefs. But the truth? Your assumptions come first, and they dictate your experience. Stick with me, let's break it down. Think about money for a second. Have you ever met someone who swears that they are so bad with money? They assume it's true, and so what happens? Of course, their subconscious mind treats that assumption like the direct order. It scans the world, it highlights every financial slip up and every forgotten bill, and seems to punish this person, while completely ignoring or downplaying the wins, like the unexpected refund or a smart investment opportunity staring at them in the face. They just can't see it. The assumption came first though. The evidence followed like a loyal shadow. It's the same with love. If you assume that you're unlucky in relationships, boom, your mind becomes a rejection amplifier. It filters out all the flirty smiles and the hugs and the genuine connections and zooms in on every ghosting or mismatch or wrong thing about the person. Not because the world's out there to get you, but because you handed your subconscious a blueprint and it's just following instructions. That's how your subconscious works. Your subconscious doesn't question assumptions. It accepts them as gospel and goes to work manifesting it as proof. It's like a super efficient assistant who's blind to anything that doesn't match the memo. One slight spelling difference and it doesn't accept it. Here's the game changer. Assumptions aren't conclusions drawn from evidence. They're choices you make, often without realizing it. You don't need a mountain of proof to change one. In fact, trying to gather evidence first is putting the cart before the horse. The real shift happens when you consciously choose a new assumption, and your subconscious restructures your perception to match it. Suddenly, the evidence starts showing up because your filter has changed. So, how do you reprogram this? It's actually simpler than you think, but it requires some consistency and some patience. Let's run through it quickly. Step 1. Identify your current assumption in the area you're stuck. Be brutally honest. Be brutally honest with me right now. What do you secretly believe to be true right now? Not what do you want to believe, but what are you actually assuming? For example, if you're struggling with career growth, maybe your hidden assumption is that I'm not qualified enough and the opportunities will never come to me. Step 2, flip it and ask yourself, what would I assume instead if this problem were already solved? Make it your new starting point. If it's career related, like I just mentioned, try something like, I'm highly capable and the right opportunities find me effortlessly. But here's the key. Don't treat this like a hopeful wish or a distant goal. You have to embody it like it's already a done deal. You have to feel it in your bones as if it's fact. Your subconscious can't tell the difference between a belief rooted in the past and evidence of what you're consciously trying to install. It just obeys whatever you're telling it. Now, step 3, hold the new assumption consistently. This isn't about positive thinking once a day, 1 second of a day. It's about embodying it in your thoughts, your self-talk, and even your body language. When doubts creep in, and they certainly will, they always do, gently direct your attention back to the new assumption. Don't force it or fight it, acknowledge it, and then just steady reinforcement back to the new thought. And watch what happens. Your attention shifts like magic. And opportunities you swore weren't there suddenly pop up out of nowhere, and they're like completely crystal clear. That job lead, it was always in your network, but now you notice it. Now you start to see it. That romantic spark, it was in the room all along, but your filter blinded you from it. Reality rearranges because your subconscious is now on a mission to validate the new instruction. It's like upgrading your software running in your life. There were glitches before and it faded, but then everything starts to align. I've seen this play out time and time again. I used to think I had to work hard to be successful based on my childhood. And I recently changed this to remind myself, and I consistently told myself this over and over again, life is easy for me. Everything flows easily. And within weeks, I started spotting this everywhere. Everywhere I went, everything flowed easily. The evidence followed the assumption, not the other way around. So here's your challenge. Pick one area today. Identify an old assumption, and you have to be honest with yourself about this. So identify the old assumption, choose the new one, and live like it's a non-negotiable. Give it time. Consistency and patience are superpowers during this process. And I'm not that patient, so, be patient with yourself. Reality has no choice but to catch up and rearrange itself around you. Remember, you're not at the mercy of the world. You are the architect of your life. Until next time, you're doing great. Keep going, and I love you more.